Okay, so this is so important. This rank sheet right here. Let me see. Share screen. So a lot of the information is in boards. So if you go to boards, Team Unstoppable 1.0, if you use the other one, this is the one I'm familiar with. So that's why I always use this one because I built it. It's pretty easy to remember when you built it. But if you scroll through here, like you can click on different things and kind of see where things are at. So some people use 1.2. That's totally fine. So hang on, I got to get my family to be quiet. Here, can you talk? I'm going to go. How do I get on? So this rank sheet right here, and it's on partner.co share app. So if you hit a rank, I don't know if y'all can see that, but every week, whatever rank you start at, if you go to my money volume, like if you pop a rank, if you pop CEO for a week like Letty, well, our weeks run Saturday to Friday. So on Saturday, your volume starts of whatever when you go to your back office and you go to my money volume, then it's so important that you see what volume that you're at. So if you don't know how to do my money volume, definitely let us know. That's where you want to always look for your volume at the global profit share of each line. The global profit share adds your base commission and your new volume bonus. So that's the total for that line. And you need that ticking up. But every Saturday, you run that rank sheet again. So if you start over and you have popped officer and you're a manager this week, then you're going to look at the rank sheet and you're going to go senior manager, you're going to go director, you're going to push for vice president. Every week, you try to push yourself to a higher rank by helping your team. What is activity of money making? Of course, it's getting customers with the posting on social. Of course, do the 9 and 3, but you can add to your stories, you can add reels, you can make sure you put personal stuff in there. That's so crucial because you don't want to look like a marketing page. You want to have sprinkled in that you have a family, that you go places, that you have a good life, that you have a good time, and do have a good life and a good time. That's what it's all about. So I know that Brent Palmer had put out there CEO, getting to see, running to CEO. So make sure you go watch that training. It's incredible. And when you run to that, like it's 20, 30,000 a month. That's a big place to run to, but people are doing it and you can do it too. It's just you can't just run to that per month. Like you have to step into it. So that is so, so important. And the way you step into it is it's simple. Get this rank sheet, print it out, and see where you need to be to the next level. And each time you get to the next level, then you push. So with running ranks, and I'm going to turn it over to Susan if I can find her. Oh, okay. Turkey bacon. She's having breakfast over here. Hey, I don't feed people. We doing business. We doing business. So she. That's funny. Okay. So, anyways, so here's her sheet. So I'm gonna let her explain her sheet real quick to you. Do you want to flip it toward the sheet?
So my sheet's not that good. Y'all can't even see this really, can you? I can probably verbally talk through it. Okay. So you're going to look, everybody, you're going to have a pay line and you're going to have a power line. Does everybody understand when you go into my money and volume in your back office, how you look at your pay line and your power line? So basically your power line, go to the top left-hand corner of your office, pull it down, my money and volume. This is where we're going to live. Like every time we're going to work together, and we're going to work together each week, your power line has the most volume. So if you've got 2010 in one and you've got 1500, what is your power line? Who's the good student that wants to unmute? Audrey.
2010 is your power line.
That's right. So what we're going to do is we're going to be looking at that. And then we're going to say the pay line. The pay line is really where you're going to push, because that power line, you've still got to help those people, right? You still got to work with all those people. Like, for example, my power line is Barb. My power line's Debbie Justice. My power line's Tina and Jada. Like, all of those people are still on my power line. I still work with those people all the time. But when I'm going for the next rank, it's basically my pay line that's going to feed into all of that. So what we want you to do is, I'm going to be a teacher after all. All right. We even got the big one. Look, Josh is bringing in the things. Okay. So you've got your pay line, and you're going to have your power line. Okay. So what we're going to want to do is we want to try to identify 10 people that you're going to work with on a consistent basis that we're going to drive volume through your business. Okay. So this is your beginning. Now, as we go, we're going to want to create a second pay line, but do not do that until we at least get your volume running about, what do you think? 9 or 10,000? 9 to 10K in a week.
And I want to put in here, because somebody asked me this week, they were trying to run one line, their power line, to 13,334, and then they were going to put people here. No, that's not what you want to do. Your goal is between the two lines you start with, is you want the bottom number to be balanced. So if you have 5,000 here, you want to try to push 5,000 here. You're always pushing to a high number, but you're going to get paid off your smaller number lines. So you want to keep the lines as balanced as possible. If you don't balance them totally, it's fine. It's going to carry over, but you surely don't want to put everybody down one line, because if they're on two lines, you're pushing paychecks, and we want you pushing paychecks.
Okay. So we're going to identify who these people are. Sit down. We're going to identify who these people are. So we want you guys to start a little spreadsheet, start a pen and paper. We don't care. And we want you to start identifying who these people are. Okay, Susan. Well, I only have 4 people doing the business. It's these people. And I've got other people that aren't even in the business. Okay. So you know what I'm going to start doing? I'm going to reach out to these 4 people. We're going to say, this is Molly. We're going to say, this is Sarah. We're going to say, this is Ben. And we're going to say, this is Josh. Okay. So I'm going to reach out to Josh, and I'm going to say, Josh, who are you working with that we can go help? Who's a great customer that we can convert? Who can we go help that's right here? And you're going to lock into them people, and you're going to start getting Molly and Sarah and Josh to start identifying, say, their 1 to 4 people. Does that make sense to you guys, how we're going to start strategically doing this to work with your teams of people?
So you don't have to have 10 people. It can be your friend that gets her friend, that gets her friend, that gets her friend. So it's not that you have to know a massive amount of people, but you do have to start connecting and working with people's people. And what I mean with working is getting people on the Zooms. Every Monday, there's an opportunity Zoom. We have some amazing people in Team Unstoppable that are doing Zooms every single week, right?
Every Monday, every Tuesday night, every Wednesday night, every Thursday night. So if you can't even get us on there for a one-on-one, we have them literally Monday through Thursday night, every single week at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our team, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So definitely start showing them the business. And If there's anybody that wants to speak up a little bit, Stephanie or Audrey, I mean, a lot of you guys have worked with us that we do this kind of thing, that you want to talk to people like, where are you successful? How are you able to actually do what we're talking about and what that looks like? I feel like Steph and Audrey, either one of you guys would kind of have a story, or Barb. I'm looking to see who else to put you on the spot.
No,
Shannon
I'll
McCullough, she's
speak
doing
up.
incredible. And
I'll
Shannon's,
speak
yeah,
up.
perfect.
So Susan employs this technique, and probably Susan Frank too. It's called putting your elbow in somebody's back. And it's to help us succeed, which is fabulous because Brent Palmer had talked about different levels of you sign people up, you get in management, you start posting. If you spend too much time and say maybe more of the fun stuff or the artsy stuff or this or that, you lose focus and you're not going to grow your business, which I am capable of doing on any given hour. But what Susan's been doing with our team is specifically looking at, so we look at the tree and we see who's actively, because the tree goes down. So who's actively ordering product? We have an idea of like some of the leaders in my area and my line. And then Susan was coaching me to find out with those leaders, then who's got activity going on there, making meetings. I'm now calling them meet and greets to meet some of the newer people that leaders on our team have identified are active or interested, want to grow because they know what their goals are. So then we set up 15, 20-minute appointments to find out what is their goal, how we can support them, and then actively say, who else, to the point of what you were writing on your little thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, who else do you know? Who are you targeting? And in some cases, people have companies or trainers or wellness centers or friends, or so it's really all about dig around, identifying your people, connecting with them to say, what are your dreams? What are your goals? But then literally there's an aspect of talking about numbers, who can we call, when can we call? There's a timeline. It's not just hugging and kumbaya, which I could very easily do. It's like, here's the numbers. What do we need this week? Who can you do? Commit to 3 or 4 people. Let's get some names, write down your list. Let's activate it. So it may feel impersonal at times, but there is a business aspect to this, which has everything to do with numbers and writing things down and making a list. And then either Susan holding my feet to the fire, me holding somebody else's feet to the fire, looking at where do you need to get for your next rank advancement to the next level. It is multifaceted. It does involve, though, numbers and business. So I say yes. Thank you, Susan, for reminding me about that.
Well, yeah. And Shannon, are you here, honey? Shannon's done incredible, you guys. Shannon came into our business, a few months ago when I went out to Oklahoma, and that was part of Stephanie's team. And, Shannon's doing incredible, already growing a team. So maybe you can talk a little bit, Shannon, about kind of how we're working with you to have, number one, of course, we get everybody to Ultimate. And then what can we do to empower your team to grow people? Yeah, we want them to sling boxes, but we're talking about getting to CEO, guys. That's 26,000 volume. 13,334. When we hear that number, that means 27 10-packs or 9 ultimates going through that level. So Shannon, sorry to put you on the spot. If you don't want to talk, that's completely okay. But if you do, chime in here, honey.
Okay. Can you hear me okay?
We can.
Okay. So I think for me, it's a matter of what helps me. So when I first came on, like you said, it's like drinking from the fire hose, right? There's so much information, and me being a wellness coach, holistic practitioner for 20 something years, I want to know everything about product. And so for me, I picked, 3 products, like just stick there and learn some information, certainly do the, posting. And then I just like really wrote out a list in pretty much within my 3rd week, I think. I just wrote out a list of, okay, who's everybody that are potential brand partners, like, all the trainers I know, gym owners, chiropractors. And then I'm just sticking to that list and going, Stephanie has kind of helped me form a text or letter script that I can say, hey, I found this product that's working excellent in my business. You know how particular I am about ingredients, and this product is making some serious money and changing lives, and I really want to show it to you. And then so getting that verbiage, and then now the goal is to start getting calls set up with Susan and or Stephanie or whatever. And then also Sarah has a beautiful video that she created, a presentation video for gym owners specifically. And so I'm working on that because of me being in the gym, I have so many trainers available to me. So if I had a quick 30 to 60-second video that I could just, whip it out and say, hey, look at this. And so those are just kind of some of my ideas. And then, yes, touching base with you and Stephanie on a weekly basis. So IPA calls, touching base with you, looking at my goals daily. It just helps keep me on track because I run a business too. So it's really important for me to just stay on. Those three things have been super helpful to me.
And that's what I love. And when we're developing people, like one thing that Susan Frank did with me, you guys, is like she's still talking to me every day. She talked to me every day. Like, you can't just talk to somebody one week when you're trying to pop a rank and then you just leave them. Like, I saw Audrey's working with Kelly this morning, looking at her lines, looking at her volume. Like, this is what we do. And that's what Brett Palmer's talking about. Get in bed with these people. Find who cares if they're developed yet. Like, I was brand new. I'd never done networking. I knew nothing about this industry, but I knew I wanted to help people. I knew we had a great product, and I knew that, there was opportunity to make a really good living here. So link into those people. Some days, literally, they don't want to just talk about the business. It's a person, like, it's relationship, right? We're still friends. Like, drop it all, but still, I want to know what's happening with Stephanie kid. I want to know if Chase got me. You know what I mean? Like, we're not robots. We're not just cranking out drops, signing people up. However, find out what those people really need in your business. What do you have to say about that? Like, really developing people, because you've got a gift to develop people.
Well, I think just a lot of times you have to believe in people till they believe in themselves, because a lot of adults, especially me, when I came to this industry, like, the world had beat me down. I was shy and quiet because I didn't feel like anybody cared what I had to say. Like, it was, I mean, you just kind of just start getting routine on what you do. So I had to break out of my routine. I got excited. I was like, I got something to say that's going to change people's life. That's going to improve people's health. And I got really fired up, and people at church were like, girl, what's wrong with you? Whatever you got, I want on it. And I was like, you definitely do, because this business allowed me to start dreaming again. Instead of running the same life always and feeling like, hey, I can't ever get anywhere different. Like, I was kind of stuck in the mud. Don't be stuck in the mud. Like, get your vision board out. Who writes your checks here? You. There's no boss that's going to say, hey, you're only worth this amount of money. Like, it's incredible. And the first step to that, and I will say, like, I have 4 kids. I help my husband run a company. I do this business. I'm busy. So when I was talking to Susan at first, like, she had me on Zoom. And all those people that she was getting on Zoom with me, I was training her, and she was earning as she learned. So don't go out there, try to do everything yourself, and don't waste people's time. Like, everybody's like me. Everybody's busy. There's nobody that says, hey, I got a whole extra life here to go do this. No. But what kept me doing this was I wanted a different life, and the job I had could never get me there. Like, this is huge opportunity. So you have to allot time to do your business. Like, any business is going to take time, but where else can you go change your finances and take time to improve your health forever? Like, being a part of this can help keep you disciplined to improve in your life. And the very first goal for people because some people can't see all the way to CEO. But I don't know if you can see this. I feel like it kind of has a glare. But so this is you right here. So your first goal is to get 1,700 on 2 lines. Why do you want that? Because that unlocks your savings bonus. You want your people to know how to get to that $10,000 check. If you have 4 people in 3 lines doing this a week, guess what? You're at CEO. So you just need 4 people that's getting to this. Why does Brent say 10? Well, if you got 10 shooting for this, then surely you'll get 4, if you know what I mean. So if you have 4 people getting 1,700 new volume each week, then that's going to be over what we need to get to 13,334, which is the optimum goal. So if you'll just teach people this, like I love simple. So right here, once you hit 1,700, then go to your rank sheet on 2 lines and say, what else everything runs down at least 2 lines. So does everybody understand this concept? Because this is important. This gets people paid an extra way in the comp plan. And I always want people working the least to make the most. So here's you. On 2 lines, you need 17. It's really, if you want to be exact, it's 1,667, but 1,700 I feel like is easier to for people to remember. But if you want the exact number to hit $250 a week, which is $1,000 extra a month if people just do this in their organization, which is basically an ultimate and a 4-pack or 3 10-packs in a 4-pack. I mean, it's not, when you're new, it might sound big, but it's very doable. I had multiple people like slam dunk that yesterday. So congratulations to those. If you unlocked your savings bonus, like give yourself a number 1 in the chat for this past week. Congratulations.
So something that we should teach them is how they can we need to log into somebody's back office and show them how.
Who's you know that would be good.
Let's see. Whose back office can we log into?
I log into mine?
Yeah, that would be good, girl. Do you mind? Do you want to just
No.
text Susan Frank your password?
Sure.
Okay, perfect. All right, let me share screen.
Just type them.
While I'm pulling that up too, I want to say something in regards to what Susan had said about
Oh, perfect.
showing up to learn and learn as you go, because that was one thing. Like, I definitely have had moments where I've gotten my own head, and like sometimes I have no idea what's going on. I just keep showing up. I keep answering the phone. I keep asking Susan. And that's the other thing. Oh, my team's always like, oh, I'm sorry, I have another question. I constantly reinforce, do not apologize for questions. Like, I want to help you. So make sure that you're really upfront about that. And when you get uncomfortable, we just focus it, be a partner code. When we get uncomfortable, if we just keep moving and we keep showing up, it's going to pay off in the long run, because ultimately all this is new and all this can be rather overwhelming, but it's so exciting. Once it starts to click, it's like boom, 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 boom. And you may not know. Like, as I was ranking up, I didn't even know I was ranking up because I was just focused on getting Susan on the phone. I literally get Susan on the phone with every single person I possibly can. Okay, Susan, Frank, I'm going to text you this password.
Okay, what's your ID, hon? Because I'm on Susan's friend instead of with. And then just Audrey, just stay on your tree. After you text that, honey, just pull up your tree so that we can grab a couple of other people's ID number from your business. Okay. Okay. All right. So let me see if I see it. Did you message us, Audrey? Audrey. Okay. And what's your ID number, hun? I see your password. I'm sorry, I just don't have my phone, so I don't see your ID. Okay, so here's her ID and her password. We could just use her account first to start looking at the 1700, right? All right, so we're gonna look at this right here for Audrey. We're gonna go to office and we're gonna go to my money and volume. Okay, so we're gonna go and we're gonna go back to week 48 because we just closed out that week. Okay, so when I'm gonna put pluses, you see if you're on your phone, you guys always plus it out so that we can see what your volume is. So she unlocked her savings bonus because if you see right here, her
We
always
can't see.
well, thank you. That would be helpful.
We can't see anything.
I was trying to get let Darlene and I stopped screen share. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right, everybody watch the room if you're in the wait, if you're co-host, please.
Cause we can't see who's trying to get in.
Okay, so does everybody see that? I'm gonna do it again. Yeah, I'm gonna go to my money and volume. And we're gonna go here.
Still
to
don't
all-
see anything
Still
but
not
Susan
seeing it.
Frank's picture.
Can't see it.
See.
Share screen, start broadcast. Look, I get fired up because we going
There
into
you
the
go.
numbers.
You're
Y'all
good
see?
now.
Okay, so
Yeah.
everybody see it?
So click the top 3 numbers on the top left. And then go to my money and volume. This is the only place I ever look for where I'm at my business.
So here we're gonna start. Audrey's back to square zero. Basically, she has that volume and that line 1.1. That's her power line because she has 12,634. And then I'm going to expand her pay line out and she has 301 points. So at the bare minimum, Susan's saying that she needs 1,700 and 1,700. Well, she has 1,700 in her power. She needs a minimum of 1,700 in her pay line. For you guys that want to maximize that savings bonus, the most that they'll ever put in for us is 500 per week. The way that you're going to do that is you need 3,300 on each line. Okay, your power line and your pay line. So this is what we're going to kind of be looking at. So then what I would do is right here, this is a great example. You see 1.2 is her pay line. So now what I would do is I would go over to Audrey's tree. I would say, Audrey, let's go over. Do you need me?
So just for instance, if you're here, you're always looking at the total global profit share. So on Audrey's line 2, she needs $13.99 to get her savings bonus this week, Audrey. So how did I get that? I took the 1,700 and I subtracted the 301 global profit share. She already has it in her line 1, so she's fine with
And
that.
so then we'll look at like last week, for example, where we just moved a lot more volume. So she had 49.18 on that pay line. So that would maximize her savings bonus, right?
Yes.
Okay, so good job, Audrey.
So Audrey, you have 49.18 and you could get paid as a senior vice president if you would have just pushed that to 5,000, which you're pretty close. So you can always backdate through Monday.
What does that get her to if she gets the 5,000 for
That-
last week?
That gets her pay at that, and it's going to get her more trip points. So you always want to push to the higher rank. So you only need 82 more PV to get paid at that rank, which would be
This is
senior
why you
vice
got to check these
president.
numbers because that would have been easy. That's one bag of protein.
All right, so put it in, girl. We'll backdate that.
And you
one
get
day.
free shipping right now, so through Monday. So if with the free shipping, I really wish I would have, I'll let y'all know, I wish I would have pushed this more, but things that are heavy is Noni, Moa, Burn, Blue Frog, I'll put it in the chat when I get back to it, and Pure Nourish. So get things that are heavy if you use it, because that's going to save you the most in shipping. And you're getting the best deal I've ever seen on it.
So now what I would do is I would go over here to my business and I would go into Tree View. And I always go down here and I change the levels to 100 or 200, right? So we're going to show Tree View. And so now we would go over here and we would be looking for Audrey's. It's harder to do on a phone, but we'll go over here. Is this your line 2, Audrey, or is all of this still spanning out on line 1?
That's line one.
That's line 1.
Line 1's always to the left. It'll have a number 1 at the top, like Audrey's did.
going.
So then you
There you
scroll
go.
over and see how that's a 2. That's her line 2.
So what we would do right here, you guys, is this is what I do with Audrey, is I start saying, okay, who's going to be our identified 10 people? We're going to go down through this, and this is what we need to do with each one of you guys. All right, we're going to look up. Okay, here's a great example. Megan. Megan reached out to me, and Megan said, I'm ready to do this again. She came in as a hairdresser under, did she come under you or your mom, Audrey?
She's mama's.
She came over under Audrey's mom. So Megan messaged and said, hey, girl, I'm ready to plug back in. So what we do is we start working with Megan. She is ready. And Audrey, let's get on the phone with her Sunday. Let's start getting her rock and rolling. Teresa.
So I want to interject here. Make sure you want your tree to look like a Christmas tree. You want your green lights on. So if they're not on, then that could be somebody you could touch base with and say, hey, I'm identifying people that want to earn here. Is that you? And if it is, make sure you get their subscription on, because they need 100 PV subscription. Make sure you educate people on that, because getting those green lights on are going to help you with volume, and it's going to help them be commission qualified.
And did Megan bring in Sherry Hunt or Jennifer, Audrey? Do you know?
Yeah, that's her mom and somebody else. Yeah.
Perfect. So that's right there. That would be exactly who we start working with, you guys. We're going to reach out to Sherry, and going back to that original chart that I did, write that down, Audrey, if you would, honey, that we're going to identify Sherry and we're going to identify Jennifer. So then we keep going down. It looks like Teresa's here, and Teresa has built off of her Emily. And then, yeah, we see a bunch of people here without subscriptions. And then Teresa brought in Dale, and under Dale is building. See how this just kind of sparks out. I'll be working with Teresa this week. Like, Teresa would be a person that she's identified, and she'll say, okay, how can we go help Dale? How can we help Kelly? Well, look at Kelly. Kelly's got a whole tree under her now. So you see what I'm saying? So really, that 10 within your organization, they don't have to be your first recruit. That could matter less. We just want people in the business that is going to work the business. Does this all make sense to everybody? How when Brett Palmer says, find your 10, how we're going to start looking through your organization to find your 10.
And you can click on the bottom name and click on it, and then detailed info will tell you about them. It'll tell you their orders. You can kind of see what's going on through their own business. It says regular orders and auto ships, but you can also click drill down to make sure that is the very bottom person. So if you drill down, it'll let you see who's underneath them. So make sure you drill down to the very bottom, because sometimes down there, you're like mining for gold. You're looking for people that truly want better, that'll put the effort in. And the great thing about with posting, you can see, are you posting? Are you sharing to Telegram? Like, that should be the bare minimum. Make sure you verbally invite them to the IPA call and the power of that. And you send them, if they're anywhere underneath you, like you're right here, anybody underneath you, gifted, you put them in, somebody else put them in. That is all your business. You want those people doing something. So don't think, oh, well, this person, I don't know them. That's such and such's line. Absolutely, it is not. This is you, and everything under you is your business. So you want your business ticking and growing.
Well, and I think that's a good point. And I had somebody reach out to me after one of my leaders reached out to her, and maybe the leader like messaged some of her team people, and she was like, wait, this makes me feel really uncomfortable. I've had people hijack my teams before in the past. So maybe we talk about that just a little bit in our strategy, and how we can really help, like, people higher up in their line. Like, they have an incentive for you to be successful as well, and for your people to be successful. Like, we literally all get compensated if everybody here is successful. So if you kind of are having a little bit of issue with that and you want to reach out, like, let's have a conversation around that, because I do think that it's more helpful if, you know what I mean, if you've got everybody working together.
And if somebody in your upline reaches out, they're trying to help you make money. They're trying to help people in your organization. They care about you. They care about making this business work. So if they reach out to somebody that you put in, it's because they care about this business and they're serious about doing it big. So it's not that they're reaching out to sidetrack them. They're reaching out to help them make more money. Like, this is teamwork builds the dream work, and we're Team Unstoppable. So we're becoming unstoppable by uniting together and working together.
So Letty, what do you have to add to all this, girl? Because you really brought it in last night. You worked with Susan Frank, didn't you, till 2 o'clock in the morning, she said. So Letty, what do you have to coach them on or to add to it? Because your team's really blowing up right now. And then what we'll do is we'll just kind of summarize and we'll let you guys get on with your day. But we're going to give you some homework to kind of dig in. And Barb was the one that reached out to me and she's like, Susan, I really want to start getting plugged back in with the leaders in our organization, find out what you know what I mean? Like, let's share what each one of us are doing, because like me and Susan don't know it all. Like, Letty, what do you think?
I learn every single day.
And I learn from Susan every single day. So I think that the key, like you guys are saying, is to work with your teams. Last night, being on the phone with Susan Frank, I was going through different team members. I saw a team member that had like, I don't know, like 7,000 points that she had ordered under herself. So I really believe that we need to start digging into every single person and making sure that they know that once they hit ultimate, they need to not be placing orders under their own name. It broke my heart to see that she missed out on a lot of money. So I'm going to be digging into all my downline, making sure that they know that we're here to help them. There's so many new people that are lost, that don't know all we did in the beginning. So I feel that we need to go back to basics with everyone. So I'll be doing a lot of trainings with my team, just showing them back office like you two are doing this morning.
Yeah, and I think anything that you could share or record, that would be amazing, Letty, so that we can just share it to Team Unstoppable and say, hey, you've got an hour to go through your back office. Go here. Let's start looking here. And because the volume starts over every week, this is something we have to do every week. And I will say, when I first started doing this business and when I was getting into it, Susan, like, don't worry about the numbers. It's new customers and new brand partners. But when you want to get up to those higher ranks, it is about the numbers as well. You got to do it all. So we can help you until you're able to do it yourself. But you're going to have to hold our feet to the fire. Like, your leaders, we're all busy, right? And we're not going to keep saying, hey, Shannon, hey, Audrey, you're this many points away. Like, we're going to teach you how to do it, but you're going to have to dig in and start doing it for you and do it for your team. But let's just work together over these 90 days. And man, if we just learn it backwards and forwards, think about how many people you can train that comes into your business once you know how to do it. Okay. So that's kind of what I'd love for everybody to do. Start your list. If you're a spreadsheet girl, is Jennifer Campbell on here? I don't know if she is or not. Is she here today?
I'm here.
Hey girl. So do you have any more thoughts about like a simplified spreadsheet that we can do for people to kind of capture this data? Like, for your team, what are you thinking?
And if you don't know spreadsheets, because we have people like me that aren't too techno, so I have them on paper, like a notebook and paper. So don't think if you don't know it, you're not out. Like, everybody can have a different system. And Jennifer Campbell is definitely the advanced. So we can all learn a lot from this girl, because she's a corporate trainer and she is fancy. So we appreciate your fanciness, girl, because we got fancy people up in here.
And I want to be able to look, I get fancy because I want to say, okay, these are all the people that came in, and I'd love to keep a tab for each one of y'all. Okay, Shannon, who's your people? Letty, who's your people? You know what I mean? And kind of go around. Now, everybody don't need to get that fancy. So what's your thoughts, Jennifer?
I don't have a spreadsheet for that, but if you write it out on paper what you want, I can create any spreadsheet.
We're going to do that. We're going to write it out on paper as simple as we want it to just create it. Would that be helpful for you guys? Does that feel overwhelming to you guys? What do y'all feel? And we could have their brand partner ID number so that we can just keep popping them into volume, right? So we're not going over there to the tree to find it. Barb says yes. Nancy says yes.
There is a question from Debbie. Evidently, there are people that have a subscription, but their green light is not on, green dot. Why does that happen?
If they're in their first 4 weeks, it turns green when their subscription processes.
I see. Okay, thank you.
And I can actually reach out and see if they can update that.
Okay.
Wonderful.
If anything y'all see from the computer side, like, hey, this report would be helpful, this would be helpful, like they want to work to help us. So like, just shoot me a text and I'll get it to the right people.
And that's fine, Wanda. Like you're saying right now, we've got to bend and flex for each person. So Wanda's saying, yeah, I don't think I love a spreadsheet, but I don't really use a spreadsheet. We just wanted you to use whatever you're going to use. So like when I went to New Mexico, here's an example, a pen and paper, sitting down at the booth with these girls. And I'm like, tell me everybody we want to target the next 2 weeks when I leave here or the next month. They all gave me this list. So this last week I was like, okay, what's happening with your physical therapist? Where's your hairdresser? I haven't talked to this person yet, blah, blah, blah. And they're probably looking at me like, you are psycho, girl. But it's not. It's if we follow through and we really run you all these 30 packs you're identifying, like it's just a matter of closing them. It's just a matter of helping those people get into our business and get their business started.
And nobody ever buys a 30 pack that isn't offered it. So make sure that you tell them the benefits. And the way I sell 30 packs is, hey, you can either make $250 when you start somebody at top pay, or you can make $450. Same work, nothing changes. You're just at top pay forever. So you'll make $450, $450, $450 every time you get a business started. That's top pay. So which one do you want to make? $250, $450? Well, that's a pretty easy answer. If I don't have them off that, then I'm like, well, you also get paid match. So I know you're going to do this. So anybody you personally sponsor, every time they get paid base commission, you make 15%. Whoever they help, 10%. Whoever they help, 5%. You get that match when you get top pay. So it's educating people that, hey, once you get to top pay, you never have to get there again. And like Letty said, that is a huge point right there. Once somebody is ultimate, put all, not your subscription. You need 100 PV subscription through your business, but do not put other orders through your organization. Put it through personally sponsored in their first 4 Fridays till they hit ultimate. So that is key because that's going to pay you 30% if you're at top pay. So that's going to allow you to work less to make more. So last night, somebody was like, hey, I just need to put in an order for this volume. And I'm like, you can make half. So you can make 40 or you can make 80. You want to make 80. And they're like, oh, well, I didn't realize the difference. And that was a pretty small order. So make sure personally sponsored people, first 4 Fridays, once they hit ultimate, they're top paid. They're going to get the top pay money. So you got to find somebody else. So that's key. So important. If you don't understand that, let us know. I want to make sure that everybody understands that.
Yeah. Perfect. And what do you have to say, girl? I see your hand. Sorry about that. I didn't see your hand until just now. If you want to unmute.
Oh, I accidentally hit that.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. But
I'm just taking it all in. Thank you.
And some master man. She's really good over there.
Sam is really good. All right. So anybody else? So is everybody excited? Everybody excited to start making some good money, start growing your business big, start ranking up. Y'all are doing amazing. Y'all are here because you're growing your businesses, and we've identified you guys as you're ready to make some money. You're ready to grow. And that's why you're here. And we appreciate you taking your time on Saturday morning to learn this, and get your pen and paper out. Start writing it, start linking up us into it, and start watching this rank sheet.
Get this rank sheet, and from today, or what's today? Friday?
Saturday.
Today's Saturday. I don't know what day it is. Every day's a weekend, but get this rank sheet. And today's Saturday. Look at your volume on 2 lines and see what you need to get to the next rank, and work yourself up through the week. This will help you so much. And your first goal is 1,700 on 2 lines. That's going to unlock savings. And then you're going to push to the next rank. So hopefully that'll help you out. Keep it simple. We're here to help you. If you still have questions, just reach out to us. We want you to be successful. We love you, and we want the best for you.
All right.
I do have a quick question.
Sure.
And somebody else might have the same question. So to get this allocated back pay, to get that rank, and we can do that on a Saturday to get it back paid or backdated for the week before. We just call and do that. We just tell them that's what we want to do, or do we need to get one of y'all involved to do
I can show you how
that?
to do it right now, hon. All right. So did you book it under yourself, Audrey, or did you put it in under somebody else?
I just put it under me.
So we're going to still see, y'all can see my screen, right? So we're going to go down to business.
Can I see yours?
Can y'all see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I want to find orders. Where's orders? Here's orders. And we're going to, okay, you see right here, Audrey Little, is this?
That's it.
So you see the little, let's screenshot this. You see the little arrow beside week 49 to the right. It's like a green box with back arrows.
Yeah.
Okay, so you hit that, and that'll backdate, and it says move to previous week. You click yes.
And then are you sure? Yes.
Are you sure? Yes.
Okay, now if we go over here, Audrey, my money and volume, and we look for last week.
So you can click at the top where it says what week. You can click what week you want, and above that, you can also put in the ID number of anybody in your organization, and you can see where they're at. But make them do it. Make them send you a screenshot, so then they know how to look it up. Sorry, I might have messed you up.
Oh, you're good, hon. Nope, that's exactly right. Okay. Where is
Down.
Was it just Susan? Was it just Audrey? What's your ID here, babe? I need to do
Right there.
So see how that, and sometimes when you put in personal volume, it goes, you see how your personal volume's up there, Audrey, personal volume
Yeah.
200. So when we look at this and you do 200 plus the 4918, so that would take you over that 5,000.
So congratulations, girl. You just got paid at a higher rate this week, which in turn gave you a bigger paycheck and more trip money. So you're a senior vice president paid this week. So once you hit a higher rank, then you got to work the rank sheet again.
And you see right there, Audrey, with just that, in one part of the comp plan will make $737.
And she'll actually make more than that, because that's just her base commission pay. That doesn't add in the personal volume and the preferred customer volume.
Yeah. And she'll get the savings bonus.
Yep.
And so you see what I'm saying? It just kind of goes from there. So are you, as this team, are you down with us starting to look at numbers, guys? Because if the money's in the numbers, but we can help you. Don't feel overwhelmed. Good. I'm glad, Ann, this is helpful for you.
So people send me screenshots. They go, my money volume. I'm like, what's your global profit share? Send me a screenshot, and I have them text me 1.1 global profit share, 1.2 global profit share, 1.3 global profit share, because that adds base commission, new volume bonus. And that way I'm teaching people, and I'm also able to help them. So they're earning as they learn. That's what you want for your team. You don't want to sit there and look it up for them, and then they don't understand what they're doing. So you're teaching them like where to go in the back office. Here's what you're looking at. So that is key to helping develop leaders and helping people make the most money. And it makes them confident. So confident people move.
All right, you guys, happy Saturday. This is what we'll be doing, is convening on Saturdays to work your business, bring your sheets, but
Y'all do have questions if you got time to answer them. Michelle and Wanda both have their hands up if
Sure.
you have time.
Thanks, Audrey. Teamwork builds a dream work.
thanks for watching us, girl. I'm about to end this meeting. What's up? What's up, Wanda? What's up, Michelle?
Thank you. Thank you. I just wanted to, Susan had texted me last night about this pay for senior vice president, and I didn't really understand it. So Susan, if you can let me know if I need to put an order in and backdate it. I mean, I was getting orders in as you were texting, so I wasn't sure. So we can check that when we get offline, I guess.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, go to My Money, Global Profit Share, backdated a week, and send me a screenshot and we'll look at it.
Okay, thank you.
If you need help doing that, I can help you.
Okay.
All right. And for my question, I sold like 30 drops yesterday.
Congratulations.
Thanks. And I put it under my new person so that she would automatically become ultimate. But now I need 30 more, and I was going to put it under one more new person. But does that hurt me that I'm not putting Andy under me?
You still personally sponsor the people, but place them at the bottom of your pay line.
Yeah.
That isn't going to hurt you. That's going to pay you double.
Right. I'm not putting any 30 packs under my name. I'm putting them under my new brand partners.
Yes, that is so key. So
Okay.
all your new bulk order goes under personally sponsored till they get to ultimate.
And you guys, and we're kind of doing like the little backdatings, but you don't want to build your organization in every Saturday or Sunday. You're like going and backdating volume, because your volume's going to be crap the next week. Okay. So if it's like Audrey, right, you're 60 points away, you know what I mean? Or you're right 200 points away from ranking up to senior vice president or something, or officer or senior officer. We're going to backdate, but let's not get in a habit of a whole organization of like, right, we're backdating, but those little things we want to make those ranks. Does that make sense?
And watch your people, because last night when I was helping Letty, there was some people that were like 30 PV away from getting their savings bonus unlocked. If they understood that, they would have 30 more PV.
So I think midweek, we should all, as leaders, you should be looking at your downline, putting in their volume up there at the top left-hand corner in My Money volume. And so Teresa, are you on?
Hold on. I don't think the leaders should need to do that. I think we should teach our team, hey, you need 1,700 PV on 2 lines to unlock savings, because that's getting into management mode. Management mode will slow your business down. Teach your people, here's your first goal, 1,700 PV in 2 lines.
Okay. So no, you're right.
She's gonna knock me off this.
No, it's true. I don't need to be working till midnight, because if nobody will look at their own stuff. Like, step up, everybody, is what she's saying. Step up. No,
will you post the recording right away so we can go back and pick up a few things that we missed, like, or want to look at again, so that we can step up?
Yeah, I don't have my computer with me right now, Nancy. I gotta take it to YouTube. I'll see if Kristen will do it for us on a Saturday, but I make her do a lot as it is, but we'll see. I'll try to get that done. I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do it from a cell phone. I'll try to see what I can do. But no, I've got to
help, Susan. Just let me know.
Because I've got a 1 o'clock
appointment,
appointment, so I know it's not going to happen right this minute, but maybe today, Nancy. Okay, Teresa, do you have your ID number? So we're still in Audrey's organization. Teresa, do you have your ID number? Can you unmute? I've got it on my other phone. Hi, girl. What's your ID number?
Hold on 1 second.
Is this Teresa Z?
Yeah.
Okay, girl. It didn't sound like you.
I've been cleaning like a psychopath all day.
Come over to my house. We have a cleaning party.
Without me.
Yeah, exactly. We ain't got time to clean. That's why we can't. Luckily, you're minimalist though. You don't have much stuff to have to clean. Do you find it, girl? If not, Audrey, do you have her ID number? I could probably
Yeah.
grab.
My
I got
phone
it.
is being really, okay, hold
I
on.
got it.
Okay, hold on, hold on.
N64137.
Wait, I'm not back there. I'm sorry, honey.
It's okay.
Okay, so we're gonna go here and we're gonna go to My Money Volume. This right here was key. A lot of my leaders did not even know that this was possible. So see, I'm in Audrey's organization, and anybody in Audrey's organization, we can put their number right here. So what's that number, Audrey?
N6413781.
Okay, so you see what I'm saying? And then we're gonna do it. And so for Teresa right now, she basically has no volume in her line 1.2. She has 1720 in her pay line. So
So her power line right now is fine. Like she's got half of her business ready for the savings bonus. She just has to get 1.2 to 1700 this week.
yeah.
Minimum.
So that's an ultimate and a 4-pack for you, girl. Okay, and we're gonna go back to week 48. And what was your question about this, Teresa?
So I need to put another order in. And like, I know with the free shipping or whatever, I had a couple people that were like, I want to try the burn, but before I buy it, I didn't know, like, I was going to order a couple and just have them here. That way I could sell them to them, because a lot of my customers are retail, like when they're coming to get their hair done or whatever.
Just do it for this week, because that's going to unlock your savings for this week.
Yeah, push it to this week, girl. Just go ahead and book it because you're already at a higher rank than this already is. So just push it. Just book it and do that.
So how many points do I need? Like, how much PV do I need to rank up? 1,000 something?
So let's go into, I tell you what, can we take it even further? I thought you were senior vice president, but let's go right here. Can we see in her in her striking distance, Teresa? Let's see. That's from
Thank you for helping me.
Oh, of course, girl. Let's see if Teresa's in here. If it tells me what her rank is. Senior, okay, this is how you do that. You go to striking distance. Her vice president, her next title is senior vice president. So we're going to try to get you to 5,000 on each line.
So you need 5,000 on 2 lines.
So I think I have like 7,000 something on my one line. And then
so let's see if it's still there, because I feel like it flushed out this
it resets,
week.
Right?
Just copy her ID from the striking distance.
Okay, I think I'm okay. All right, hold on.
She still has it.
Give me 1 second. 48. Let's get your ID again. Here's your.
So you can go to the striking distance and pull their ID to pull it over to My Money Volume if you need to.
So we're going to go to volume and we're going to go right here. Is this your ID still? It is. Okay.
Wait, I don't think that's me.
Nope. You're good. So then we're going to have Audrey, everybody, Audrey can help that you have on that line. So basically we need to get both of these lines up to 5,000. So your one line 1, you've got 5,000 minus 1720 is 3280. So basically we need 2 ultimates and a 4-pack plus a couple products in that line. And your other line, we need 5,000. So what's 5,000 divided? You would basically need 3 ultimates in a 10-pack. So we're going to need to dig into your organization, right? Because you don't have to do it all. So we're going to go through your organization, Teresa, and identify. I know Kelly's over there working. I know Lori's over there working. And then we'll jump over to the other side. What can we help Emily with? What can we help Tommy with? Right, Audrey, to find out what these people are that we can overall help your volume, you know what I mean, and work with. Does that make sense for everybody?
Yeah.
So that's kind of our game plan. We know Audrey, Kelly's wanting to rank up, Teresa's wanting to rank up. We just lock in with those people and we just start working with y'all, and we just start working with your people.
Tell them what you do to work with them.
So I start getting them on the phone. I start getting them on a 3-way text. Hey girl, here's your numbers for the week. Then it's important for their numbers. So Teresa, we would say, Lori, here's where you need to get for your next rank. Who do you have that we can talk to? Who do you have that we can get on a 3-way call? What customers are having great success that we need to reach out to? What old business partners did you have that possibly are interested in earning income? And and then we just start getting them on Zooms. Does everybody feel empowered like you're about to go rock it out this week?
Oh, yes.
Hey, I see Nancy. She's cheering. She's doing it.
Nancy's ready.
She's going to see.
Audrey's like, oh God, Audrey's like, oh Lord, y'all gonna be working me this week. Yeah, girl, get ready. We gonna be working. We gonna be working. It's exciting, guys. When y'all's paycheck keeps getting up and up, I think Letty will probably have a $5,000 or $6,000 paycheck this week.
Well,
And
I'm
that's
going to
exciting.
get it, Letty,
Good job,
get it.
Letty. Good job, girl.
And
No, I'm heading to a wedding and they haven't seen me in a while. So they're going to be like, what in the world are you doing? I'm going to say, well, let me talk to you.
Exactly. Exactly, Wanda. We want to see you pop some ranks this week,
And
girlfriend.
congratulations, being a walk-in billboard. I mean, people are gonna come to you. So congrats on making the right choices.
Yes, the holiday is the best time.
So it's what, November? It's basically December 1st. So we're going to do this December. We're going to do this January. We're going to do this February. This is our plan. So when we see each other in Destin, whoever that's going there, right, we should have made a lot of progress on this. Okay. We just got to do it 1 week at a time. It's a learning process, but y'all are rock stars. Thanks for showing up for yourself, showing up for all of your teammates. Like, we're happy you're here. Now go get on some reels and some stories and sling some drops. Sling some drops. We still running the promo. Are we still running the promo through the weekend, through Monday? So y'all still keep running these promos. All right, guys. Love y'all. Have a good one.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Barb. Love y'all. All right. There we
Thank
go.
you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Newspaper towel.
Happy weekend.